Hello, lovelies. I'm going to go through each of the gravity yoga moves. I'm just going to do a little demo on each one of them, just so you have it all in one video that you can do on your own. And just to remember that as you're doing each of these moves, the breathing component to this, which is actually part of the move, is inhaling for a count of 4 and then exhaling for a count of 8. And the reason we do that is it's stimulating that parasympathetic nervous system to release and let go. And the reason we hold this movement for a longer period is it takes a while before your brain and muscles can connect and just like totally release. So that is the kind of reason behind the method to this yoga madness, all right? Okay, so for the first one is going to be ragdoll. And on this one, you just want to make sure your knees aren't locked. You just want to let them bend a little bit. That way you get a little bit more of a stretch in your hamstrings, right? So for this, you just bend your knees a little bit and just exhale as you lower down. And on all of these moves, our arms, our hands are open and just released. So for this, you can either like put your hands, hold your elbows and release, or just let it go down to the floor. So that's the first move, boom. And one of the things that I do when I'm in that move is because we are just like bending over and just like I mentioned this, I think before, it's just like visualizing and thinking, letting everything go, like off your shoulders, down your arms, into the earth to be recycled and brought back up in positive energy. So starting with whatever amount of minutes you can do, maybe it's 2 minutes, 3 minutes. In the end, you're going to strive for 5. But you always start, with the lower number and master that and then build up instead of starting high and then realizing you can't do it and go back. Okay? So that's the first one. The second one that we did is we're sitting on the floor. And again, it's more of a stretch, for that hamstring area. You can have both of your legs straight out, or you can bend one in like this and just work on one at a time. Whatever works for you is good. And again, our arms are open and we're just leaning over. We're bending. The important thing on this one is you don't want to like round your back like this. Your back is straight and you're hinging right from your hip like that. And even if you can only go here, that's okay. Maybe you start that way and you slowly are able to just release and be in that. You're going to feel probably some pulling, some stretching here on your back, as well as your legs on that one. Okay, so that's the second one. The third one, which we've done already, is you can bring your feet into like a butterfly pose. Your feet are touching, your legs are out like this. And again, we're gonna put our hands, our elbows like on our legs like this. And then just bending over, keeping our feet together and just hanging here. And that's it. I need to stay in this pose. I can feel a lot of tension here in my back and up around my shoulder area. So this is really good. Works, your whole body, but it's nice, especially if you've been, working on the computer, etc. So for the last one, which I have not shown you this yet, we haven't done this, we're going to do this tomorrow, is I'm gonna turn my mat around just so you can see. It helps to line things up. So this is a form, hope you can see me. Here, I'll scooch back. Okay, so I'm lining my leg up at the end of my mat. So I have my knee bent, and some of you, this is like a sitting pigeon almost. So you've got one leg like this, and then you're gonna bring the other one up like here. And you can see, look at all this space. So one side is gonna be different than the other. And it's okay if you're up really high. If your leg is up high like this, put a block or something in there so that you can just totally like rest it on there and be able to release. And again, same thing, your hands are open, your elbows are resting on your leg here. So this is stacked. I have my ankle and my foot above my left knee, and the same goes on the other side. My knee is above the ankle and the foot on the opposite. Okay, so you just, again, do this. This really works the hips as well. That's the main move for this. You sit up and then you cross and do the opposite side. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, just having it all together. And you can, do all of the movements or just one or two or whatever works for you. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Bye-bye.